GoPro, stop recording. GoPro, start recording. Okay, so I'm right off the boat ramp. I haven't yet gone anywhere, and there's some fish running over here like crazy. So I'm gonna switch out my worm real quick. Put on a watermelon green zoom tail worm. See if I can catch this fish that's running all over here. These fish are jumping all over. I think it's, I just want to put on a jerk bait in case it's a peacock chasing bass, but I don't want to take the time to tie on jerk bait. I'm going to throw this speed tail worm real quick, see if we can get lucky with it. Cool to catch a fish right off the boat ramp. So let's see what happens. Seem to be active, so I'm gonna do a top water retrieve, see if I can get him. Ran right past him. It might be a grass carp. It's kind of popping. Hang on. So I don't think it's a bass. I think it might be a grass carp. Might be wasting my time. Yeah, I think I'm wasting my time. Whatever it is right in front of me. I think it's probably, well, now that I think about it, I think it's grass carp. So we're just gonna roll on down out of here. We don't have a hell of a lot of light. I just came over here by the boat ramp by my house, so I can just get on the water. We're supposed to have some rain pass over here soon, so I didn't want to get too far away from my house. Trying to catch some fish. I need some fishing content for y'all. It's just been rough lately. My front camera rig's down. It dry rotted in the sun and broke, so I'm down to one camera right now. Now this is the canal with the boat ramp, the boat dock I should say, that I've caught 3 and 4 pound bass underneath. I haven't been down here in a while. It's a good chance that they're gone. See, something just jumped right there. That they've been caught and removed, or maybe they're still there. I don't know. We'll find out when we get down there. I think I should probably put on my crankbait though. I've got a frog on there right now, which I haven't thrown frogs in a long time. Last time I was out, I was so desperate to catch a fish that I was just like throwing everything at it. Like, let's see what a frog will do. They're on the right hand side, nothing's hitting on the left. It's almost Friday, y'all. It's almost Friday. Here, you guys want to see where I'm at? What we got going on here? Look at the sunset. It's good though, my top water's already tied on. See if anything wants to hit on it. Be quicker than tying on a. Let me just throw my top water real quick. Let's see if the action goes for that. size I've ripped the tail off my speed tail worm, so there goes that. Appreciate y'all hanging out. Hopefully I'll catch a fish for you here momentarily. We're gonna throw the old Guggen revolver whopper flopper. Oop, something just jumped over there. Something's chasing the feeder fish around. Go over here real quick. Get anything in there, it's too close, but something's chasing feeder fish over here. Let's try to stop. What's up, Cookie? How you doing, fella? I would love a nice topwater hit right now. Those are the best. Nothing better than a topwater hit. Let's see if anything down here by these little islands. Welcome to Cape Coral, Florida. It is warm out here. Like I said, we're expecting rain, so I don't know how much time I'll be out here, but we'll give it a shot. Hopefully catch a nice fish or three. Might get back to the worm. Topwater doesn't seem to be attracting the desired attention. Over here by the stock again. Right underneath. Okay, we're going to go back to the worm and see if we can get something hanging out on the bottom. And it's pretty hot out here, but the sun is down. 7:30 Eastern time is usually the bite time. 6:30 now, so I got about an hour, assuming that the rain don't come wash me out. What's going on, Trevor? You having a good day? First and foremost, you got the new worm on. I lost my speed tail. Said it once, say it again. What's up, dude? The speed tail worm is just the finesse worm once you lose the tail, so gotta make sure you keep that speed tail worm on there. I'm good. I'm just hoping to catch some fish here before the rain comes in. Just a little Thursday night wet the line session, you know what I mean? It's been a while. Been super wicked busy. Weather's been kind of shitty. So we need to get a boat. We need to get a bass in the boat. So our goal is right now, bass in the boat. You know, I was having this conversation today. If you go to my YouTube channel, click on playlist and go to poles and paddles, you'll see videos that I shot in these same canals over the last 3 or 4 years. I used to pull 12, 13 fish a day out of here. Granted, I would throw them back, but I mean, I would catch 12, 13 fish, and some of them, a lot of them were dinks, a lot of them were 2, 3 pounders. Ever since the last hurricane, which is now 2 years ago, I'm lucky if I pull 2 or 3 out in a day, but they're still pretty decent size. The point being is the numbers have dramatically decreased because of the pollution. For example, during that hurricane, I've counted 12, 13 porta-johns in one lake because of all the construction. But I do catch fish. It just takes a while. I don't catch as many as I used to. And I'm using the same baits, fishing the same canals. But you know, it is what it is. We'll turn around. I will say lately I haven't been fishing as much, so that's a big contributing factor too. I used to go every single day, now I'm going like maybe twice a week. There's something down there. I don't know if it's an alligator. Don't look like a gator. It could be a small one. There we go. Take it, take it. Yeah, something was nibbling on it. Too small to do anything with it. How much fish do I have today? I haven't caught any. I don't keep them. I always take them back. My largest, the biggest bass I've ever caught was 8 pounds. 8.75 pounds. It's almost 9 pounds. And once again, you can see that basically on the opening of any of my fishing videos in that playlist. You'll see that 8-pound bass. But I've caught 5 pounds, 6 pounds, 4s, a bunch of 3s, a bunch of 2 pounds. More 1 pound than I can throw a fish at. But yeah, here in Florida we got a lot of bass. It's nothing like Texas and Oklahoma. But compared to like Kentucky or, you know, you out pond fishing in like Kentucky and Ohio, you have better luck down here. No, I'm not comparing that to bass fishing on a bass boat. I'm talking about easily accessible waters. Like right now, I'm in a neighborhood. I'm literally in a residential neighborhood. I'm not like out somewhere. We have over 500 miles worth of canals down here for flood control. That's how they drain this town, these canals. And these are all freshwater right here. Where are you from, Trevor? Gobbledygook. You stick around. I'll probably catch 1 or 2 tonight, hopefully. I have a fish finder, I just don't use it. 1, battery's always dead, but 2, my kayak does not have the compartment built into the bottom for a fish finder, which means I gotta hang a transom over, and then it gets snagged on everything, and constantly dragging on lily pads and all the grasses, and just it turns into a mess. And to me, it's just not worth it. These canals, like right now, it's been raining a lot, so they're probably 4 or 5 feet deep. A lot of times in the summer, when it doesn't rain for 4 or 5 months, these things are like 2 feet deep. So it's like you really don't need a depth finder. I mean, fish finder's nice, but besides a fish finder with like side scan and all that, I can't justify putting a $4,000 fish finder on a $1,200 kayak. You know what I mean? It's just a little something funny about that. So I got like just a Garmin base model. Primarily I use it for water temperature and depth more than actually trying to find fish. Brooklyn Park. Ironically, there is a Brooklyn kayak company, kayak. You call it Brooklyn Kayaks, Brooklyn Paddle, something like that. Never used them, but I've seen them advertised online. I got a Vibe Yellowfin 120. My old lady has a Hobie pedal kayak, an Outback. We used to have we still have a Lifetime Teton let my buddy borrow, and I had one I got rid of. But I used to have a Van Hunks tandem kayak, which we got rid of. Oh. Thought I had a fish, I think I hit a log. Heard a lot of rustling down here. saw some big ass iguanas when I came in on the boat ramp. No, I came out. This is not my favorite water system, but I came here because it's A, in my neighborhood, so I literally just had to drive one street over. And B, we're supposed to get rain. That way, if I get rained out, not a big deal. I just load up my kayak and drive one street over and unload it. I'm home. So there's not a lot of time and gas money invested in getting out here. Just catch a fish, you'd be a lot happier. Yeah, we got some big ones right here. We're not supposed to. They're all invasive species. Hell, half the animals we have down here are invasive species. Bird's not happy. Okay, I think I'm going to tie on my crankbait, just see if I have any luck on that. Nobody's interested in my worm. No one's interested in my topwater. So we're going to cut this frog off of here. Tie on a X-Wrap. See if I can get something chilling down there. Kind of hovering in the butt, floating. Shit, I don't remember I put it on. There it is. It's the nice thing about these Cascane tackle boxes. Not only are they waterproof, but they actually have clear fronts, so you can find your tackle before opening the bucket. It's all fucking crunchy. Ew. Got dried up hydrilla on it. Nice, you do that. Now we'll look at them. Now down here is a boat dock that I've caught 2 or 3 or 4 pound bass at. So hopefully when I get down here, we'll be hanging out. Of course, I usually catch them when it's a little darker than this. There's an iguana right over here. Here, rustling around in the bushes. And that is how you tie a polymer knot. GoPro, stop recording. GoPro, start recording. Thought I had something. Well, I appreciate the sub. Thank you so much. This dock down here is the one I was telling you about that I caught a few big fish under, so we'll hang out here for a few minutes. If we don't catch anything, we'll move on, but then we'll come back on the way back to the boat ramp. Oops, something just jumped over there. I'm gonna feel my worm over there. Something just jumped right off that dock. But he's in the hydrillas, and I don't want to get my crankbait all cranked up over there. GoPro, stop recording. GoPro, start recording. I'm going to angle the boat so I can fit up against the bank. GoPro, start recording. Everything's jumping all over the damn place. He was right over here. Let's see if we can find out who just jumped. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. It's right over here. Right there. Oh, shit. Nowhere near you now. Stop screaming at me. You know what? I'm going to get my net ready just in case I need it. I never know. I'm trying to put my camera back around me. There's something over there. He jumped big time. Of course, it could have been an alligator, but you never know. An alligator could have got startled and made a big splash, but it looked like a fish. Fishy, fishy, fishy. Go on the other side of this dock. It's coming out. Come on, fish, where you at? I saw a gar. show just the horizon for too long. I think sometimes YouTube stops sharing my videos and they don't know if it's a real person or just a camera set up on a boat or in front of a window, you know. So I gotta turn it around every once in a while. Turn my speaking of turning around, what the hell happened there? Fix the old worm here. That ain't a good Texas rig. There you go. Back up the boat a little close to the wall here. Get out here and burn some calories too, you know what I mean? Oop, in the bushes. Why do I keep getting tangled up? Real bad wind wrap. I don't know why. It's not even windy out here. Well, that's why it's tangled up on itself. Well, that's no good. Fix that. Having all kinds of equipment issues today. Fuck. Now you're not tangled up anymore. How does that happen? You have the opportunity to untangle it. You just kind of do it on your own. The wind's blowing me all over the place, but it feels nice. It's humid as heck out here. About half a dozen birds. Hopefully they don't get a field party on top of my head. Ibises. I'm gonna go see them in the back right here in a second. Nope. GoPro, stop recording. If you're gonna make YouTube videos and your content is based off of something that takes a lot of time, such as fishing, do the editor, i.e. yourself, a favor and stop your recording every 10 minutes or so, or after you catch a fish. That way when you go back and edit your videos, you can quickly go through them all, because you're going to have like 150. Go to the end of them, and if you catch a fish, rename the file and you keep it. Nothing exciting going on at the end of the video, you just delete it. Otherwise, you got 8 hours worth of content, it's all one long video, and you caught a handful of fish. It's going to take you forever to find them all. And the editing is going to take longer than the actual recording time. A lot longer. Little hint from me to you. Fish, where you at? Fishy, 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 here, fishy, fishy, fishy. Here, fishy, 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 here, fishy, fishy, fishy. Caught in the grass. I threw my crankbait too close to the wall. No. Stuck the hydrilla. Wind blowing me close. Yep. Now I can't cast too close to this side of the dock because there's a submerged light over there and I don't want to get snagged up on it. That's why I catch the fish down here. If I wait until dark to turn the light on, there's always some fish hanging out down here by this dock. There's no light on, it's not dark enough yet, but Hoping to find an early bird. Snagged again. There we go. Okay, let's turn on find new spot. GoPro, stop recording. GoPro, start recording. It's so tempting to throw topwater. I already threw a little bit, nothing hit on it. Maybe something will change here in a minute. What's up? Babs Fishing, how are you? Sorry, I'm on a cell phone, it's super tiny. I don't have a tablet or anything, so your names are even smaller. Plus I'm cool and blind, and so there's that. Not actually, well, yeah, kind of. I need to get my glasses renewed, so there is that. Roll down this way. I used to fish off this dock down here before they built the house. Back during hurricane seasons. A lot of times when it was too windy or looked like it was going to rain, I didn't want to go on my boat. I'd just go seawall fishing, stand on a seawall somewhere. There used to be a dock down here and no house. I used to walk down here, but they've since built a house, so that's out. Carrie caught a nice 4-pound bass here, so I know they're in here. And we're not too far from that dock. I guess I need to stop switching bait up until I at least catch one fish. See if I can get me at least get a dink in the boat at some point, right? We're in Southwest Florida, Cape Coral. We're about an hour and 10 minutes south of Tampa, 45 minutes north of Naples, and 3 hours north of Florida Keys. And I'm fishing in freshwater canals right now. So we're looking for largemouth bass, and peacock bass would be nice too. I would love to catch you guys a peacock. Like, subscribe, and then after this live stream, go to my playlist. My channel looks a little confusing when you first look at it because I participate in a lot of different activities, but I have playlists. So all my fishing content's on the playlist called Poles and Paddles. It's nothing but fishing videos. Then I have a whole other YouTube channel called Poles and Paddles you can subscribe to, and that's just my fishing content. So you can see the 8 pounds, the 5-pound bass, and all that stuff we caught. But as I was explaining earlier, the bite around here has slowed down tremendously since the last hurricane, which I don't have an explanation for. Just that's what it is. I need to get some fishing content. I gotta catch some fish and make some fishing content, you know what I mean? Come on, where your fish is at? Gotta be a dink in here at least, right? There's always dinks somewhere. Give you a shot of what we got going on here. We're calling for rain. Big old thunderstorm supposed to move over us in a little bit. That's why I got out here kind of early. There we go. Oh, got one. Let's see if I can get him through the. Nope, we got. No, he got off. He was in the lily pads. I didn't get a really chance to set the hook on him. Where's my worm looking? Nope. Tore my ass end off. Put a new worm on here. spool this rod apparently. Keep getting wrapped around my end of my pole. Yeah, I just put this worm on here. You done tore the speed tail off again. Show you what it's supposed to look like. It's supposed to look like that with a hook. So you can either fish it slow on the bottom, or you can fast retrieve it and pick up a wake. And the more excitable bass will hit on it, running as like topwater. So this gives you the ability to fish both slow and fast with the same bait. Yeah, it's pretty down here. Sadly, all these, like once again, if you go back and look at those older videos, if you watch enough of them, you'll recognize the same spots, but because they're shot over 2 or 3 years, you'll see less grass and less trees and more houses and concrete walls. So you can find areas like this with all these willows and lily pads. After a while, they'll be gone because they'll come tear all this shit out and put it in a house. So we're losing a lot of our... There's a turtle right down there. You guys won't be able to see him. There's a turtle head sticking up. Probably in the top right-hand corner of your... middle right-hand corner of your screen behind the icons on the right. He's right. Let's see if we can get the top of his head. Oh, he's looking at it. Yeah, so this dock up here on the right, I used to stand and fish on it. They just built a house on the property. Just sit down here, just catch little dinks in this little area right in front of me. Let's throw over here on the right, see if I can find any. So just stand on that dock and throw over here. Actually moving at a pretty good clip here. Yes, and that house obviously is new, and then they're building this one. Both those houses haven't been there very long. There's an ibis up here on this wall. I'm going to see him. He's going to scream at me here in a second. There you go. Okay. I'll throw my top water again. I'm getting impatient. appreciate the 5 of you hanging out with me. Morgan Long, are you hiding out in here? Okay, I'm gonna switch baits up again. Try something new. Try something new until we find out what they want to hit on. Last few times I came out here, I've actually been catching on top water more than anything else, so I guess it probably would behoove me to go to the top water. So we shall be behooved. I think the biggest I've caught on this bait was 5.5 pounds. I've actually caught, I don't know, probably 2 or 3 5-pounders and a couple 4s, a handful of 3s on this bait. This top water, I've had 4 of these exact same color. This is the Googan Revolver top water. It's white with blue and yellow on it. I've caught them non-stop retrieve. I've caught them with the paws. 1 5-pounder, I threw it and let it sit, and then as soon as I barely tapped it, he nailed it. Trying to figure out where they're laying up. I would love to catch a peacock. I've caught peacock on a crankbait and my X-Wrap, which is essentially a jerkbait. Fishing. Look what you got on the main part of the lake. You guys want to go out on the main part of the lake? It's probably windier, but give me a wide area to throw this thing. We'll turn around and go out on the lake itself. Turn around and go out on the lake. State of Florida. Southwest Florida to be precise, Cape Coral. So I'm going to go down here to the end of this canal, hang a left, and we're going to go on the main area of the lake. It's where you have 1, 2, 3, 4 canals all dumped into. Said the last 2 times I was out, I was throwing this bait and I caught a couple of 1-pounders. Nothing fancy, but at least I got the skunk out of the boat, you know what I mean? That's all we're going for, to get the skunk out of the boat. this crankbait underneath, or this whopper pop underneath this hangover down here. See if anything's posted up underneath it. You're right underneath this tree. See a little pocket. See if I can get underneath there. Nope, right in there. Diddly dangler. The old diddly dangler. GoPro, stop recording. GoPro, stop recording. GoPro, start recording. GoPro, start recording. Oh, that is the problem. Okay, I gotta fix that seat. That's a huge problem. That is a huge problem. House was up for sale, so I don't know if this is the new owner or the existing owner. Throw this down here by his dock. See if I can get anything out of here. Dog's watching my top water. Don't jump in that water, dog. Ready to throw it again. I don't want him to jump in after it. Cute little dog. Okay, it's got on its flag. We'll turn around here when it gets darker. Come back and hit this one with those lights on. Promise you guys we got it on the water. Let's go. Now I know I'm back to my boat and my seat's all jammed up. Look at that sunset. just jumped right there. Right to the right of me. Sounded like he fell out of a tree. Yeah, you think that's pretty funny? I'll throw my crankbait. Nothing's coming after this guy. Not yet, anyhow. Look at that sunset. Yo, what's up? How are you? Good, I hope. Okay, let's say the old crankbait again, or the jerkbait. So we can find this peacock out here. Not having any luck yet. Been out here for 53 minutes. No bite to it. GoPro, stop recording. GoPro, stop recording. Thank you, dude. GoPro, start recording. Hello. Guess what that wind wrap again. All these poles need to be spooled, apparently. Here, fishy, 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 here, fishy, fishy, fishy. Look at that sunset, y'all. We just catch a fish in that sunset, we'd be doing good. Yes, and butts, candies and nuts. Christmas every day. Ducks. What the duck you guys doing out here? Where's the rest of your crew? Why it's only 3 of you? 3 little ducks flying in the air. Bloop. There's a big old island of lily pads over there. There's anything over there. Go have a look see, shall we? Do a little fast paddle over there. Find this big house. Big house. This was going out the big house up in Princeton. Going out the big house. GoPro, stop recording. GoPro, stop recording. Thank you. GoPro, start recording. GoPro, start recording. I've caught them on the stop, caught them on the fast retrieve, caught them on the slow retrieve. Just depends on their mood, really. How spicy they're feeling. Oh, look at that. Hold on, you guys gotta see this cloud line over here. Remember I was telling you the storm's moving in? Check it out. This looks pretty cool. So the sunset on the left of me. And that guy's developing off to the right. That line. Where the wind's coming from. I don't know if the barometric pressure drop is going to make the fish harder to get. Definitely got a storm up brewing. I might get caught out in the rain. Remains to be seen. I'm tangled up with myself. All tangled up, so he's swimming like crap. See that? You can always tell when he's wrapped up on himself he doesn't swim right. I throw? They just don't seem to be interested in anything I got going on. Look at those clouds. Just want to go over here to this bank, get a little closer to these lily pads. There used to be a dugout over here, get about 7-8 feet deep. Control over here so we can see. But I heard a lot. See, I need to catch a few fish on here because I do these little local hotspot videos. I have a bunch of drone footage from this lake. I don't ever catch a whole lot out here, so I have the catch footage to splice into it. Okay, I'm gonna switch to worm. We gotta find the magic. We gotta figure out what they want to bite on. They gotta change up the color. We've basically been throwing watermelon red all night. Let's try to change up the color a little bit. See if they want a darker color worm or something. I don't know. I'm just throwing stuff at the wall, see what hits, you know what I'm saying? Sadly, all my crap's the same color for the most part. Well, I guess with that watermelon red, I gotta get some different color baits. I have so much luck with watermelon red. On the days I don't have luck, I don't have any colors to switch to because they're all watermelon red. Those clouds look pretty cool. Check this out. Something dark and wicked this way come. Well, you guys, tell you what, I'm gonna get off here and just enjoy the view. Not have to worry about entertaining people. Sorry, I'm not talking. That's kind of why I got pretty clouds over here. I got beautiful sunset. I'm trying to catch a few fish, and I just keep forgetting to engage with you guys. So I'm gonna let you go. But if I catch anything, I promise I'll upload it either in a short format or in a long form fish video format if I catch more than one. Do me a favor, like, subscribe. Go to my channel and click on Poles and Paddles and check out some more videos. Thanks, guys. Have a good night.